All right, YouTube, what's going on? It's me, and I'm back with another video. Don't forget, if you like the content, like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button. That way you're notified whenever new content is dropped. I just kind of wanted to get on real quick and just talk about something that I was having a conversation with a friend on yesterday. And that thing is, what makes a man powerful? I think one of the qualities that makes a man powerful is options. I think any man that have options is a very powerful man. And the reason why that is because a man that have options is able to live life on his own terms. Prime example, right? So let's just say a man, he put in the work, he leveled up, he became the best version of himself, or he's on the road to become the best version of yourself. Because keep in mind, the journey is never completed. You know what I'm saying? So it's an everlasting journey. We're gonna continue to go on this journey. So a man that then put in the work to become the best version of himself and he's leveling up in every aspect of life, what's gonna happen is now a certain pool of women might be available to him. But once he start to level up and once he start to elevate, options, he's gonna start to get options. His dating pool is gonna open up. So that way, if a man's dealing with a woman and she's uncooperative, she's argumentative, she's not submissive, and she's in her masculine energy, he doesn't have to argue, he doesn't have to fight, he doesn't have to fuss, he don't have to go back and forth with her. The only thing he has to do is exercise his options. That's why I say I believe that options is one of the most powerful things that a man can have. How do you get options? By becoming the best version of yourself. But just keep in mind, it's not all about women. It's about self-improvement. And you could take this and you could apply this in every aspect of life, not just dating. So you could take and you could apply this in the business world, on the work world. You know, if you leveling up and you become the best version of yourself and you really on the game the way you're supposed to, and you have multiple streams of income, you have investments, maybe you have a business, things like that. First of all, it makes you less volatile to the things that's going on. It makes you less subjective to the things that's going on in the world. But not only that, it gives you options. So if you are working, and let's just say you want a job and maybe your boss getting on your nerves or he riding you or you don't like him or whatever the case may be, but you've been doing the work. You've been investing, okay? You've been creating multiple streams of income. Now you now have options. And what's that option? That's the option to either stay or leave. And that's a powerful thing. Why is that? Because when you have options, it puts you in, when you have options, what you're able to do is remove yourself from any situation that you don't find conducive for you. And I think that that's very important. You know, I think that that's very important for a man to have the option to be able to remove himself from any situation that's not conducive to him, his growth, and his mission. And a lot of men really don't have that option. Why is that? Because the life that they created for themselves, it doesn't allow them to have options. And let me tell you something, it's not gonna be easy. We're gonna have to put in the work. We're gonna have to do some self-reflecting and we're gonna have to take some personal accountability. And we're gonna have to invest in ourselves in order to get the best return on ourselves. But by investing in ourselves and doing the work, it's gonna give us those options. It's gonna give us options in our career, it's gonna give us options in dating, and it's just gonna give us options in life. And the most powerful thing, one of the best qualities a man can have is options. Because a man that have options is able to live his life on his own terms. But a man that doesn't have any options, he's a slave to the circumstance. And I want y'all to think about that. I want y'all to really think about that. If you have options, you're able to live life on your own terms. You don't have to go anywhere you don't want to be. You don't have to put up with anybody you don't want to put up with. You don't have to tolerate things you don't want to tolerate. But when you don't have options and you a victim of the circumstances or the choices of your life, then that makes you a slave to the circumstances. So therefore, if you're not leveling up and you're not being the best version of yourself, you're not getting your body right, you know, that means you're not hitting the gym, you're not watching how you eat, you out of shape if your dressing isn't up to part, if your hygiene and your grooming isn't up to part, and you dealing with a woman that's not submissive, not cooperative, not submissive, and not feminine, then guess what? You don't have an option. You don't have an option to go deal with somebody else. And the thing is, you don't want to deal with somebody else. You want to deal with somebody better. But you don't have that option. Why is that? Because you didn't put in the work to put yourself in that position. So now you're stuck. And stuck is a bad place to be, you know? So that's why it's important. We want to do the work, level up, become the best version of ourselves, and that's going to give us options. And the options are just going to be a byproduct of us just being the best version of us that we could possibly be. So I didn't want to stay too long. I just wanted to touch on that. Don't forget, if you like the content, like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button. Peace.